Hi friends, I hope you're doing well. I couldn't let another day go by without trying this product. I have seen so many people rave about this skin tint. Normally I try to not see people's reviews before trying something, but I couldn't avoid it because literally everyone is talking about this. It's the Hourglass Skin Tint. I got it in PR several days ago and now I'm like, listen, I have to try it out. So this is technically called their Veil Hydrating Skin Tint. The tagline for this is less is everything. I don't know if you can see it, but it's written here, which I actually love that. Here it is. They sent me 3 shades. It comes in 18 sheer flexible shades. It says that it's an innovative skin tint that instantly hydrates and plumps the skin for an effortless dewy glow, providing a sheer veil of coverage for comfortable all-day wear. I am dying to try this. They also sent it with a brush. I'm not exactly sure which brush this is, but I'll have it linked down below. This is definitely a bougie skin tint. It is $49 US, which, you know, for a skin tint, that's up there. But everyone seems to be loving it, so I had to try it. I think the packaging is really pretty. It's got like a squeezy tube packaging with like a gold cap. It's really, really nice. The lightest shade they sent me was shade 3, and I actually feel like that's gonna be the shade that I would have purchased for myself, so hopefully it works. I'm trying to see if there's anything else we need to know before we try this. Most importantly, we need to try it. So I guess it's just basically supposed to be super hydrating. It's non-comedogenic, which means it won't clog your pores. It's vegan, cruelty-free. It visibly plumps and smooths the skin, and it's supposed to look fresh and healthy. Okay, perfect for summer. It says to shake it before use, so we're gonna do that. I'm not gonna prep the skin with anything specific. I'm just gonna go straight into this because I really like to see how these types of products wear. All right, so here's shade 3. Hopefully this works. I should have probably opened this brush before doing that. Don't get me wrong, I was excited to try this. I think because I have discovered some really amazing complexion products recently, like the Maybelline Skin Tint and the new, where is it? The Laura Mercier foundation, right here. This one, I just mentioned that in my favorites video. I wasn't reaching for other complexion products yet, but anyway, I'm excited to try this. So shade 3, we're using the brush that they sent with it. Ooh, it has a very cooling feel to it, almost balmy in a way, but also somehow water-based. This is me doing my best trying to explain to you how a texture feels. Hopefully I make sense. But I'm just gonna do one half of the face so we can really see the coverage and all of that. It says it gives a sheer coverage, which honestly, I would agree. You can still see my skin through it. You can still see the redness through it, but it's definitely looking much more even toned, much more dewy, and much more delicious. Okay, so here's the side with the skin tint. Here is without. You can definitely see that it really doesn't do too much as far as coverage goes, but I mean, it's a skin tint. That's what we're expecting with this. But it does look better. It makes my skin look a lot better, actually. I'm just gonna use my sponge to kind of press things into the skin as well. That looks really pretty. What do you guys think? What's nice about a skin tint, especially a more sheer one like this, is that I'm gonna use a little bit more. I feel like you can always add more coverage with concealer, which is nice, but sometimes it's good to have a little initial evening out of the skin tone with something like this. But I can already tell with this formula, you really won't look makeup-y whatsoever. So if there's anyone who's afraid of foundation, I think that type of person would really love a product like this. I love how Hourglass really caters to every type of person when it comes to their complexion products, because their this one right here, their ambient soft glow foundation, I mean, it makes your skin look airbrushed completely, gives great coverage, where something like this literally looks like your skin. If you looked up close at me, you wouldn't know that I was wearing anything, which is kind of nice. There's an occasion for that as well. But I do feel like my skin looks overall healthier, slightly more even toned. For me, sometimes I usually like a little more coverage than what this is giving, but when I step back and I see my entire face all at once, I actually really like how it still completely looks like my skin. There's definitely a nice glowy finish to it as well. And it feels like a bunch of skincare went on my face. It's very rich feeling as far as the hydration level goes. So here it is all over the face. What do you guys think? Do you like how this looks? Is this a vibe that you would go for? Obviously, I'm gonna finish up my makeup. Let's actually just do a quick little look right here. I'm gonna do a bit of the Natasha Denona concealer, which I just barely talked about in my favorites video. I'm gonna keep this to my under eye area so I can really see how the skin tint wears on the rest of the face today. Now, this does not have any like longevity claims. However, I'm of course going to do a wear test because I really am curious to see why everybody is loving it so much. I'm assuming that it wears well if everybody's that in love. I also bought myself these Armani liquid bronzer drops, basically. That's not what they're called. They're called the Glow Liquid Bronzer. I saw this on Trendmood and I bought it so fast. I don't know. I really wanted it. And I've been using it this weekend and they're really pretty, so I'm gonna use it again. I wish people would quit with the dropper like applicator for things. Unless it's like a primer product, it's just not my cup of tea. Anyway, I'm gonna use this to bronze. I think it'll kind of go with the vibe of the skin tint. It's very watercolor-esque, this product. I'm just going back in with the brush to kind of smooth out those edges. Let's take a little bit of the Nudestix Sunkissed Pink blush color. I'm just gonna kind of warm that up on the back of my hand and pick it up with the bottom of my sponge, just for a little pop of color. The skin tint really lends itself to more of like a no makeup kind of a look, so that's what I'm gonna stick to today. I'm just gonna set the under eyes and the T-zone with a bit of my Huda Beauty Cupcake powder. Okay, so I just filled in my brows just with my Benefit pencil. I'm just gonna mix a couple of these shades from the Mario palette. This is the Master Mattes. I just want like a little hint of color on the eyes. Let's do a little bit of mascara. I'm gonna use the shade Crystal in the Thrive Causemetics mascara, which is their like black brown shade. Since I'm gonna skip setting spray, because I really wanna see how the skin tint wears, I'm gonna go straight into brow gel. This one is also Benefit. I feel like I want highlighter, but I'm gonna skip that for now as well, so I can really see how glowy the makeup looks by the end of the day. All right, lips. I think I want to do like a gym lip situation, which is a term that was coined by Makeup by Kellyanne, where you just take a lip liner that's really similar to your lip color and you just go around the edges of the lips and kind of blend it out. And then you go in with like a lip balm. I'm gonna take the Ole Henriksen Pout Preserve Peptide Lip Treatment. Just throw that on top. Gorge. Love it. All right, so that's the makeup of the day. I am adding a little bit more of what's left on the brush with the bronzer. But it's a very, very like natural, no makeup look going on today. What do we think of the skin tint, friends? I actually feel like, obviously I put powder on, which I feel like smooth things out, but it looks very smooth all over the skin, I will say. So let's wear this. I'm excited about how it looks. I really do think it looks very nice on the skin. I really am curious to see how it wears though, because I don't know if it's worth 50 bucks yet, especially since I am so familiar with so many drugstore foundations and things like that. And sometimes with a foundation, if I'm gonna spend 50 bucks, it's kind of like, I want it to look like my skin's flawless, you know what I mean? So I would rather spend that on like a foundation more than a skin tint. At least that's where my head goes initially, but of course we'll see how it wears because maybe it's worth 50 bucks. We'll find out at the end of the day. So right now it's currently 12:45 p.m. We're gonna wear this for the rest of the night, so I'll come back and let you guys know and you'll see for yourself how things wore. Fingers crossed. I mean, I do see why everybody likes it, especially with this more no makeup vibe or like clean girl aesthetic where a lot of people are skipping foundation completely, going into just concealer or whatever. For that kind of a vibe, I can see why people really like this. It looks very nice on the skin, so I do have high hopes, but of course we gotta see how it wears. So I'll see you guys in a little bit for my check-in. All right, so here's a little check-in. Hi, Ty. Listen, I was just outside for, how long was that?
2 hours.
For 2 hours in like 100-degree weather. I wanted to show you what it looks like because I was sweating profusely, but I don't feel like things budged. It looks pretty good. I guess that's kind of the positive side of skin tints or more sheer coverage products is like when it does break down or wear off, you don't really notice. But honestly, I feel like this does have some longevity so far, but oh, also it's almost 4 p.m. to give you a little time context here. So I'll keep wearing it and let you guys know, but I wanted to show you, after sweating, this is what it looks like. I'm not mad. All right, folks, it's currently 8:50 p.m., so I've been wearing this for 8 hours? Am I doing the math right? Yes, okay. I've been wearing this for 8 hours. Here's what it looks like. Honestly, it looks so intact. It looks very, very nice. I do have some oils coming through on my forehead. This is a hydrating skin tint, so I wasn't expecting it to be super matte by the end of the day. Like, this is what normally happens with any sort of foundation, like even mattifying foundation. My skin looks so nice. This is a very, very pretty skin tint. I still don't know if it's worth $50. It looks gorgeous. If you're somebody that wants your skin to just look like skin, but you want it to look more even toned, it's not going to give you full coverage or even like a medium coverage. It's not that. You still would have to use like a concealer on top to give you a little boost. But if you're somebody who wants that, if you're somebody who just wants to like have a fuss-free, very skin-like formula, I think you might enjoy this. $50 is where you're gonna have to make that decision though, because I think there are other products out there that can give you light coverage or a sheer coverage that are not $50. This is very luxurious looking and feeling though, so I will say that. Like, it feels very nice on the skin. For me, for some reason, it's like, would I pay 50 bucks for a sheer coverage product? After today, I don't know if I would, honestly. That's not to say that this isn't beautiful. I really do think it's a gorgeous product. I see why everybody's really excited about it, but it would take a lot for me to pay $50 for this much coverage. I know that's not like a good enough reason, but honestly, like, I don't even know if I would spend $50 on some of my skincare products, and it's basically like a tinted skincare product. I don't know, I'm kind of on the fence because of the price. That's just me. Let me know in the comments down below, you guys, because it is a beautiful product, and I think if you were to try this, if it's something that feels like what you would wear, and if you're somebody who's like, yes, I would spend $50 on a skin tint, by all means, go for it. I think you would really enjoy it. It's beautiful. But for me, it's just like, especially after, I thought I had it here, but like skin tints like this at the drugstore, you know, which they're not comparable. It's not a dupe. It's a very different type of product, very lightweight. It hardly looks makeup-y. Like, you cannot see this on the skin, which is really nice, but there's more affordable options, is my point. So it's gorgeous. It's up to you whether you want to pay $50 or not. That's basically my conclusion. I did want to kind of see what would happen. I'm just going to take what's left on my puff and just kind of press away the oils in the T-zone just to see hypothetically what this would look like if I were to have touched up today. This is beautiful. Like, it really doesn't look like it's budged at all. It looks brand new, especially after I've touched it up. Like, my skin itself is kind of showing through. I am trying a new skincare product, and I think my skin's purging a little bit right now. So that's like what I'm noticing most, which is funny. But like, after patting down the oils, I mean, I could wear this for another 8 hours. So it's a very nice product. It's very nice. It looks really pretty. Great for every day. But it's $50. Holy smokes. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. I would love to hear your thoughts. If you've bought this, let me know if you feel like it's worth it. Let me know if it's something that's worked for you or not. I would love to hear from you in the comments down below. If you're new here, hi, my name is Allie. I would love for you to join the family. You can do so by hitting the subscribe button. And if you're already a subscriber, but you want to be notified on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, click on the bell after you subscribe and you'll get a notification every single time I post. That's it for me today. I hope you all have an amazing day wherever you are, and I will see you in my next video. Love you. Bye.